Hi, it is Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. I'm going to try to talk louder because there's some wind out, and I did want to just record a quick video. The Twitter right now is so fucking toxic. The people are just so quick to just attack you personally. It's like people have just doubled down on their hatred, and there's absolutely no interest in trying to communicate or reach out or really do anything other than insult people and try to incite violence and threaten people and just do nasty shit. And I guess that's just where we're at right now. But I gotta say that as someone who has spent years listening to different perspectives, and I'm talking about every perspective that I've come across, listened to just countless amounts of arguments on these topics, and has spent so much time trying to come up with solutions that are gonna be... See, what we need ultimately is we need solutions that everyone can agree upon. So maybe my solutions aren't perfect for you, but I'm trying to come up with something everyone can agree on. And it's like no one's interested in solutions other than just somehow trying to gain control of government and trying to violently threaten other people into doing what they want them to do. And it's a really sick world. It's a really sick society right now. And on a personal level, I'm setting some boundaries. If you're going to come at me hot, it's like, I'm not going to sit there, I'm not going to accept it. If you're disrespectful, you treat me like I'm subhuman because I disagree with you on something, I'm just not going to accept that. I've done too much work, I've sacrificed too much, I've given too much to this fucking world to be taught to like that. And you can go fuck yourself. And, these women now who can't get abortions, they can thank themselves for that. They can thank themselves for that because they are the ones who inspire the hatred that exists against them in such massive quantities. And, they don't need to look at me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm not on any courts. I don't set any rules. I'm not a police officer. I'm not enforcing any rules. I support a complete disestablishment and liquidation of this entire system. And personally, my solution that I propose in my book on abortion is that donors vote on the age of life, and that's how we determine what abortions are allowed and what aren't. And the reason that's the solution I propose is because I think that's a solution that, given the fact that people's morality on this differs so greatly, it seems to be the only way to come up with some kind of compromise that could potentially be agreeable and could empower people. If they don't like where it's set, they would empower them by donating more. They could change that age. And for me personally, if I donated to that security force, I wouldn't set an age. I would say, I'm not going to come after people who get abortions, because I don't believe in... First of all, I don't believe it's going to effectively prevent them. I think it's going to inspire more hatred. It's going to inspire more vitriol. And I don't think it'll be an effective mechanism. I morally stand against people doing this. But just because I stand against it morally doesn't mean that I support punishing people who do it. Like, you can disagree with a behavior without wanting to take violent action against someone for committing that behavior. And that's where I stand with it. And even though that's where I stand, I can't participate in the conversation. Because if my viewpoint is anything other than verbatim what their viewpoint is, I get insulted and all this shit. And it's like, fuck you. You don't want allies. You don't want friends. You don't want anything other than Donald Trump's court telling you what you can do with your vagina. If that's all you want in this universe, then you have at it, sweetie. You can be as much of a fucking slave as you want to fucking be, kid. But, if you ever do want freedom, if you ever do get tired of starving to death and having fucking all this violence and all this hatred everywhere you fucking look, I got a bunch of solutions, and you can read my fucking book. And, that's where I'm at with that, man. You know, we got a couple more weeks till we get our next CPI number. And when we get that, these financial markets, we're going to get some action. And we need some fucking action because this society needs to be humbled. All these people need to be fucking humbled. None of them have learned anything. They've all just been done what they've told. They've put their trust into bad fucking people. And people aren't compassionate. It's so... It's just a decaying fucking society, man. It's just, every day it's like there's just more hatred, and I guess it's just going to get to violence. I guess that's just what's going to happen, because that's just what humans do when they don't agree with each other. And they've always done it, and I guess it would be stupid to think that they would do anything else. So, I won't be violent. If you want to be violent, you want to commit violence against my body, have at it, dude. Maybe someone will avenge me, maybe someone won't, but I'm here in peace, and I'm not threatening anyone with violence, and I'm not doing it directly. I'm not doing it through the force of government, dude. I'm saying people are going to do what they're going to do, man. And if what they want to do is commit violence, that's what they're going to do, man. I had another conversation today, someone telling me, oh, you're not going to use the word prostitute anymore, it's meant to be sex worker. And these people are attacking me like I'm some kind of enemy of sex workers when I support the full legalization of this. Like, it's really insane that, like, literally, if you say the wrong word, now you're the enemy. And, like, if that's how easy it is to become your enemy, I hate to break it to you, but you're going to run out of friends real fucking quick. And I'm tired of the childishness. I'm tired of the overreaction to, like, terminology, and just, like, people get fixated on this stupid shit while ignoring the greater issues. And they obstinately refuse to learn economics. They obstinately refuse to consider that causes could be funded charitably rather than through government. They just obstinately refuse to enrich their minds and their understanding. And at the same time, it's like, they want me to care about them and what they want. Like, why would I care if I'm using a word you don't like if you're being a disrespectful piece of shit? You know? Why would I care how you feel if you're being a disrespectful piece of shit, man? And it just seems to be the way people operate in this world, man. They dehumanize people, they bully them, they dismiss them, they silence them, and it just creates more and more hatred. And I don't know what to expect, but I just hope it happens fucking soon, because I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of living with such an extreme amount of pain every fucking minute of the fucking day, man. I'm tired of shedding fucking tears on a daily basis. You know, I'm tired of feeling despised on a daily basis, when all I've ever tried to do is come up with ideas that can help this society know peace, joy, and fucking love, man. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me, right? Maybe words can't hurt me, but silence sure can. Dismissal of everything. I mean, it's so prejudiced, it's so bigoted, it's so obvious, it's so sick. Like, they really just believe that we're just stupid, like, that we just don't understand it. It's like, you just have no conception of how much I've listened, of how much research I've fucking done. It's like, it's unfucking thinkable, man. And, it's a miserable fucking society to live in right now, so people are gonna, I guess, continue banging their heads against the wall trying to take over the government, and the government's going to keep fucking them in the ass, because that's what government does. And I guess they'll just keep bending over and taking it for a little longer. So once they're done, once I guess the bleeding is severe enough, once enough people have died, once enough people have starved, once enough people have been thrown in prison for getting an abortion, maybe at some point they'll say, you know what, maybe government isn't the answer. And maybe when that happens, maybe we can have a conversation. Until then, it appears that no one's interested in having one or doing anything other than being a cruel piece of shit. So I'll do what I can to stay clear of you people. And until then, take care.